Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a little game called Titan. Ugh. Titan is a game published by Holy Grail Games, plays 2 to 4 players, designed by Matthew Podevin. I may have pronounced it incorrectly, I apologize. And effectively what you're doing in this game is you are mining one of the moons of a planet. I can't remember what planet, but the moon is Titan. And you're going there, you're trying to extract resources, and you're trying to set up bases and rigs and all that stuff to make that easy, pipelines, all that kind of stuff, ultimately to score the most victory points. It's a cool network building, pick up and deliver-esque contract fulfillment game. So let's just go on the table, check it out.
Space, the final frontier.
Alright, so here's a game of Titan, all set up for 2 players. Now, the initial setup of this game takes a minute because you have to build this giant board here in the middle. Once you've done that, you can just store it somewhere and it'll save you some time. But let's talk about some of the initial setup I did and some of the initial prep, and then we'll get into the game. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to give each player a player board, and you want to decide if you want to use special ability, captains, or not. I'm using the advanced ones, which basically going to give me extra points at the end of the game for that cube. Then you're going to get all the pipes. I already have some set up here. You're going to fill the board with pipes on all these spaces, so there would be 3 more pipes here. You're going to give each player a drop ship, and each player is going to get a pile of these control tokens here in their color, a score token, which is over there on the board, and you'll have a base, some drones, which I've already put on the board, and I'll explain what goes on there. So each player will get that. We'll randomly pick a first player. In this case, it's D. And then, based on the number of players, you're going to have to then set up the board. So in a 2-player game, you're basically going to cut off half the board with these rocks. So this side of the board here is not going to be used. All the action that's going to be happening is going to be over here on this section of the board. Then you're going to put 6 deuterium, I think is what it's called. I never call it that. Yeah, deuterium, which are the clear cubes down in the center of the core of Titan. Then you're going to set up the outer ring of the board with these tokens. They look like that on the back. In a 2-player game, you're going to have 16 tokens. What you're going to do is you're going to shuffle them, and you're going to put 2 on each of the spaces on the outside. So it'll be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 of them on the outside. Then what you're going to do is you're going to flip them face up. Then you're going to take each player, one of these for each player, a little ice token, and you're going to mix them with the remaining tokens, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you'll have 4 left. You'll mix these 2 in. You're going to put those all down here. Wherever you reveal the ice is where you're going to put an ice token on the second level, and I've done that. All right. Now, the first thing that happens in the game is we're going to set up our bases, which I've already done here with a rig. But the way that works is that's called the landing phase. So when we initially land on Titan, we're going to set that up. So the way that works is you're going to take your base, which looks like that, and you're going to put it on one of these outside rings. And at the beginning, you have to put it on the outside. So I put mine here. Then you would have taken the tokens that were there. So I think in my case, I had 2 of these silicium ones, which are orange cubes. I take those cubes and I put them in my cargo hold. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my base there, all 4 of my drones around it, because the top ring can have 4 drones, the second ring can have 3, the bottom can have 2, and there can be, whatever you want down here at the bottom. Then I'm going to put my drones. Then I'm going to take a pipe going each direction away from my base. So 1 this way, and 1 down. When you drill down, there's a red, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a red X there. That means I have to take that red, so that's what I took there. And then any pipe that you put on one of these pipe spaces, if you cover up a resource, you're going to get the resource. So I get a water and a titanium, which I also have in my board. Then what you're going to do is after you've done your base, then you're going to take one of the available rigs. At the beginning of the game, there'll be 5 rigs. This is prepared for round 1, so there would have been 1 more of each of the rigs. And I'm going to take any of the color rigs that I want, and I'll explain what those mean later. Then when I take the rig, a couple things are going to happen. I'm going to put it on the ring down here in the second space right below my base. And then I'm going to get the good that I covered up, and I think in this case it was water. So I would have taken a water cube. Then I'm going to score points based on the rig that I took. So I got 1 point, which is why you can see D's at 1 point over there on the board. and I put it right here, and then I fill it with the appropriate cube. So let me show you here. So I have 4 deuterium and 1 tallinn in there, and I basically filled this up. So it takes 4 clears, 1 red, and I get 1 point. The lower the amount of points, the more clear cubes, the higher amount of points, the more red cubes. That's kind of how the point breakdown works. And the red cubes are bad, which is why you get more points, because it's not as good of a rig. And then after you've done that, directly below that rig, you're going to put an ice space. So this space is basically nothing can be built there. And this player is going to do the same thing, score their points, get their resources, and all that. And that's what we've done. So that's the initial landing phase. Then after that, we're going to get ready to play. We're going to remove the remaining 3 rigs that were on top that didn't get used. So that was black, the tan color, and the red one. And then you're going to flip up a new one. That's basically the round timer. There's 5 rounds of the game. When that stack runs out, we know the game is over. All right. And now we're ready to play. Now the way the game works is, what we're going to be doing is we are basically going to be moving through this thing here on our player board. But the first thing we do is a deployment phase. And in turn order, starting with purple here, you're going to take a new rig and put it anywhere you want in the active section of the board. So anywhere around here, anywhere I want to. Up here is going to give me more resources to go on my dropship. Down here will give me less. Down here gives me even less, but I'll have more pipes that I can lay. All right, and that's that'll make more sense later. But I think what I'm going to do is, we got orange. I'd like to get a red one in my network. So let's do this. I'm going to go here, put it right there. I get 3 points, so I now have 4 points. This goes here. Then I have to fill it with the appropriate cube, so it'll get 3 red, 2 clear. And then I take these 2 cubes. The only time that you don't put cubes in your cargo hold is during this deployment phase. I'm going to take the titanium and the water, and they're going to go into my dropship here. And then these can go away. And then the remaining 2 spaces of my dropship are going to be filled with pipes. So I take the pipes and I put them in there. All right, and then that player is going to do the same thing. They can't do a red one because I already did a red one. So they have to pick another color. You can see red's face down. And I think what they're going to do is they're going to pick a black one. So let's do a black. And they're actually going to put it up here as well. So they're going to have a titanium and a silicium that's going to go in their drop ship. Okay. Then they're going to get 3 points because that one's worth 3 points. So they'll go up to 5. Then it's going to get 3 red cubes and 2 deuterium cubes, and they will fill up the rest of their dropship with these. All right, and now we are ready to take some actions, so let's do it. All right, so the way that the actions work is each player is going to get 4 actions, which are going to be tracked by the dropship. On your turn, you're going to do one of these dropship actions. You're either going to take a cube, put it in your hold, or you're going to put a pipe down, expanding your network, triggering some rigs and doing all of that. Then we're going to be able to activate a drone. We have 4 drones. Each drone can activate on the appropriate turn. So drone 1 activates on turn 1, so on and so forth. Then we can upgrade a rig. We'll talk about that. Then we can complete one of these planetary goals over here. You see we have Sedna that needs a water and a hydrocarbon. And then we have Mars, which is a whole lot of stuff. We can complete one of those. And then we can do bonus actions, free actions, and we'll talk about those. All right, so purple's first. And I think what I want to do is I'm going to put a pipe down. And I want to, let's see, I want to actually put this pipe right here going out from my base to the red. And that will give me a silicium cube because I covered that up. The direction of cube of the pipe only matters when you're placing down because it's going to activate some rigs. And now we're going to activate the rig. So now any rig that you're connected to, that your pipe connects to your base, to your network, will activate. And so will all other colors of that rig that are in your network. But in this case, only the red one. There's only one red one and I'm connected to it, so I'll activate it. So what happens now is I get to activate the red ability. And what the red rig does is it will let me get rid of either a Tollinn's cube, which is junk and worth negative points at the end of the game, from my hull or from any rig in my network. And right now, I think it's more important for me to worry about my network and rigs than it is that. And I'm going to actually take this one away. It just goes away. It's out back into the supply. And that's that turn. All right. That's placing in the pipe, getting the bonus, activating the rigs. Done. Now I can activate a drone. Now I can pick drone number 1. They have numbers on them. I don't know how well you can see them, but there's a number right up here that shows which one it is. I can activate a drone. There are a couple types of drone actions, but first let's talk about it. First thing you can do is you can move it. You can move it anywhere you want within your network to be able to, for free. So I can go over here if I want to. I can go down here or over here for free. If I want to go outside of my network, basically anywhere on the board that's open, like I wanted to go over here, I could have to spend a hydrocarbon, which is a titanium, hydrocarbon, which I don't have right now, which is the black cube. So I can't do that. So I got to travel within my network. So I'm going to actually travel over here. Nope, I'm going to go down here. All right. No, dang it. Yeah, I'll come over here. I'm going to come over here. Done. Then if I want to, I can activate my drone. Now, drones can do a couple things. If they're docked, meaning empty, at a rig, they are going to upgrade production. So if I would have had my drone here when I produce this, I would get 1 just for being there and then 1 for every empty drone. Or they're going to decrease the cost when we upgrade a rig, which I'll get to in a second if they're empty. Or they can pick up a cube from a space that goes into there. Or if they have a cube and they go back to a place, they can drop off a cube. Or you can pay a titanium and you can destroy one of your pipes out of the game. There's a reason you may want to do that. You could break a network and all that kind of things, but those are the actions they can do. Right now, I just want to move it. All right. Then what I can do is I can upgrade one of these rigs. And I think what I want to upgrade is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Dang it. I can't upgrade anything because I don't have enough. So I'm not going to upgrade. But the way upgrading works is it costs silicium, a value of silicium of every empty path going to or from the rig. So in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus every empty drone that I have. So it'd be 4. I can spend 4 silicium, and then I could go in here, get one of these modules, which once I do this, I'll explain what these mean. It'll give me some points, give me some control of some things, and do all that. But I'm not going to do that now. Then I can complete a goal, and I think I can't do that either, because in order to complete one of those planetary goals, I need a water or a hydrocarbon. I don't have any black cubes, which is hydrocarbon. And I don't have nearly enough cubes for Mars, so I'm not even going to worry about that one right now. So I can't do that. Now I have free actions that I could do. I could spend a titanium to activate my drone, turn 1 drone. Again, that means I could pick up a cube. If I picked up a cube, I could drop off a cube, all that kind of stuff. I could tear out a pipe, and I'm not going to do that. Then I'm able to complete any of the other goals that I want, which we'll talk about those now. If I control one of every color rig, meaning I have one of these tokens on top of it, and I have my token on top of it, that means I control that rig, all right? If I have each color, the module on top doesn't matter, it's the rig itself. If I have each of those colors, I could take one of my control markers over here, and I would score 10 points. If I have 12 pipes out on the board, either going to the core or to rigs, I can score those points. If I have 10 deuterium cubes, I can score that. If I control 2 black rigs, I can get that one. Or if I have pipes going to 3 blue rigs, I can score those points. I can score as many of those as I can, and they're just points. And it's good for you. That's what I can do. But that's the end of my turn. That's what I did. I put down a pipe, activated a rig, did any of my other actions that I could do, and I'm done. So now it's that player's turn, and I think what they want to do is they're just going to take the silicium right now. Then they're going to activate their drone, and they're going to send their drone down to here. Done. They're not going to upgrade. They don't have enough silicium. They need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They need 4. They don't have enough there. They can't complete any. Ooh, they can't complete a goal. So they're going to complete the Sedna goal. They're going to get rid of a water and a hydrocarbon. And they'll take this goal. They'll get 2 points. I'm having trouble reaching, so got that. And you'll keep this over because whoever has the most of these at the end of the game will get some points. So just put that over there. And then we'll flip over a new goal card, see what we're looking for. And we need water and titanium for this one. All right. And then they could upgrade, or no, did that, never mind. Then they can activate their drone again if they want to. They're not going to. And they can complete any other goals. They can't do that. All right, now it's back to me. And I think I'm going to do another one of these. And I'm going to put it right here. So this is not going to give me any additional bonus, okay? But it's going to activate this. So I get to get rid of a red cube plus another red cube. So I'll take one from here. I'll take them both from here, actually. Back to the supply. And any other reds that would be on my network. Then what we're going to do is I can activate a drone, and I'm going to bring number 2 drone over here. It's in my network, so it moves for free. I'm not going to do an action. I'm just going to dock it, meaning it's going to stay empty. Then I can upgrade. Now I'm going to upgrade this. Now, to upgrade this, it's going to cost me 1, 2, 3, 4 silicium, minus 2, because I have 2 empty drones there. So I have to spend 2 silicium. Or silicium, what is it? Silicium, yep. And then I'm going to take a module out, and I think I'm going to make it an orange. So I'm going to take an orange module. I'm going to score 3 points plus the 2 points of the module, so I get 5 points. So I will get 9 for each. Got 9 points, all right. Then I'm going to put one of my control markers up there. And I now control this red rig. And what that means is, if somebody else or myself uses this red rig, they get to do the action in the red, but I will then get a silicium cube because I control this rig, and I'm going to get the orange cube bonus of this rig. Then I can activate my drone again. I think I will. I'm going to activate it, so I'm going to pay this hydrocarbon, and I'm going to upload or pick up one of these cubes. The drone can only carry the clear and red cubes. That's it. They can't carry anything else. And then I can complete a goal if I want to. I do not want to right now. Oh, I shouldn't have used that. I could have completed that goal, but that's fine. So that's my turn. Done. Then this player will do a similar thing. They're actually going to put a pipe down this time, and they will run that pipe into this black rig. That will give them a water cube because they cover it up with water. Goes directly in here. The only time it goes in your drop ship is for deployment. Then I'm going to activate the black rig. What the black rig does is it gives me a hydrocarbon. So I get another hydrocarbon. Done. And then I can now use my drone. I'll move my drone over to here because I'm trying to prep this to be used in that later. Then I'm going to, do I want to upgrade? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 3. I don't have enough silicium, so I can't do that. Then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, nope. And then I can complete a goal. I'll do that one. So I need a water and a titanium. I got that. They'll complete this one for 2. I can't reach this that well. So let's do this. They're at 9. All right, done. And then they can activate it. They can't activate it again, so they're done. They can't complete any of those. Done. Back to me. I'm just going to take the water cube, put it there, and then I'll activate drone number 3. And we'll bring it down here. And then I can't upgrade. I don't have enough silicium to do anything good. Oh, I need to flip this. Needs a deuterium. I don't have any of those. I don't want to do that. Don't want it done. Then there's this player is going to come in with a pipe, and they're going to come down here. Drilling down here. That's going to give them a Tolan. So that Tolan will come onto their board. And then they didn't activate any rig because they went into this ice. Oh, they can't go over there. Just kidding. They'll go down here. Sorry. They'll do it down here because this is in their network. They'll go down here. Goes into that ice cube. They're trying to get over into that blue area, but they're not quite there yet. It's still got the red thing. And then they're going to activate their drone. Drone number 3 is going to come over here. All right, and then they can upgrade. They have 2 silicium, so they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -3 drones. They're actually going to upgrade that with both of their silicium. And they will upgrade it to a red. So they're going to get the red. So they'll get 2 plus 2 points, 4 points. So 4 points for A, which is 13. Okay. Then they will put one of their control tokens on it, and they now control a blue rig. Done. All right. Then they can try to score a goal. They don't have any deuterium. They don't want to do any of that stuff. So done. Back to me. I'll put my hydrocarbon or my titanium down here, and I can activate drone number 4. And I think I'm going to take drone number 4. Down here, and I'm going to load this red one up. Done. Okay. Then I can upgrade. I don't have enough silicium to upgrade, so I'm done with that. Then I can complete a goal. I don't have any deuterium. I can't do Mars. No way. I could activate my drone, which I think I will. I'm going to spin this titanium, and I'm going to activate my drone again. And I'm going to... no, I don't think I can do that. I can't do that. Just kidding. So I'm going to come bring this back. I don't want to do that. And I can't complete anything else, so I'm done. This player is going to take their titanium, put it over here, and they will then activate drone number 4, and it will come over here. It's going to load up a deuterium. That's their action. Done. Then they can upgrade. So they need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 2. Don't have enough. Done. I can't complete any of that. I don't have deuterium. Done. All right. So that's the end of the round. Now, what happens here is we are going to do some end of round things. Now, if you control a rig and the rig is in your network, you're going to be extracting from that rig. Couple rules here. If there's red on it, you have to take it. So in this case, A controls this blue one. They have to take the Tollens cube. I control this red one. There's no red, so I get to take a deuterium. Goes in there. If you've made a network down into the core and you have a control token, so if I have it down here, a control token, I would take a deuterium. Unless there's red, because you can't deliver Tollens down there, you have to take the Tollens first. But otherwise, if I had this, there's no down there, I get one of those. So that's that. Then we're going to pass the first player marker, and we're going to do it all again. So we would get rid of all of these guys, flip over these. We'll flip over, I did too many. We'll flip over all of these so we could each pick one here. We'll do the deployment again. We'll get resources and pipes on our dropship. Then we'll take our 4 actions and all that kind of thing. And then we're going to go through that until we've done all these rounds, just like I showed you here. Then at the end of the game, we're going to score some points. We're going to get 2 points for every one of these that we have. Okay. With our special ability, we're going to get extra points for if we have the appropriate cubes. They need black, I need orange. We're going to lose 1 point for every red one that we have. And then every player that has, for all the other cubes, so black, blue, titanium, and silicium, you're going to get, whoever has the most is going to get 3 points. Whoever has the most of these will get 3 points. And then that is the end of the game. And that is how you play Titan. Let's go to the top. See what you think about it.
Put these spacesuits on! We're going outside!
All right, well, that was Titan. So first off, let's talk about the components and how huge this is. So I showed you the box earlier. Here's all the stuff. Here's the bottom of the box with all the stuff. Look at all the stuff. So heavy. So much stuff. But I'll show you some more of that stuff later. But look at this bad boy. Look at this board. Oh. Look at it, it's so big. It's so big. It's a monstrosity. This is huge. It's cool. It's huge. And you have to put it together. It's hard to get apart, so I've been storing it just behind one of my game shelves so I don't have to keep taking it apart, which is kind of annoying, but it works. So just keep that in mind. The board is massive. Now, let's talk about some of the components. This is the Kickstarter Deluxe version. So I don't know what's different here. I just know that's what this is. It's got cool boxes to put all the resources in. It has all of these cool rigs. The modules. Cool. Player bits, what you saw. You got the pipes, the base, dropship. Pretty fantastic. These cubes are cool. I do want to talk about one of these cubes though, because it's one of my issues here. Got this one. So this is silicium, I think is what the name is. And this is titanium. They're really close together. You can maybe see them. This one's like a darker orange. This is like a gold. But these are really important, and they're kind of hard to see when they're on your player board if you're not under great light. So why they couldn't have been different colors, that's a little bit of a miss. But all the rest of them, like black and blue, I can tell those apart. I don't know about how colorblind friendly they are. The red ones are great. The clear ones are clear, if I can find those. I also have in mine, I have some solo components. I haven't tried that yet. It's Starbot. Comes with a lot of stuff, so you can play this solo if you want to. I haven't done that. I will eventually. The components are fantastic. There's even a module where you can have a drone goal where you're trying to accomplish something with one of your drones. I haven't played that yet either. So much in this game. Piles of rule books, and not piles, but one rule book. Some art. Bunch of different planets. I showed you Mars as the big planet. There's a whole bunch of different ones that you can play after you play the game a lot. Great components. Other than the cube issue and the massive board that I can't store, fantastic components. Love everything about it. And tons of replayability. So much stuff I haven't even checked out yet. Fantastic. Love it. Now, let's talk about the game. So this is a space game. I'm normally not interested in space games, but when this one was announced like 2 or 3 years ago on Kickstarter, it was talking about how it was going to be this super Euro-y game that takes place in space with great production. And I thought, I don't really care about the production, but I'd be interested in a great Euro game that takes place in space. That sounds good to me. So then Holy Grail Games, they sent me a pledge. I've been waiting 2 to 3 years, however long it's been. It finally came. I played it, and it's so good. So what you saw in the overview is what this game does. You're going to be building a lot of these rigs here over the course of the game. A lot of these. You're going to be putting modules on them. You're going to be controlling them to try to extract as much of the clear crystals, which is deuterium. I can't remember the names. I had the book over here earlier, so that sounded like I knew what I was talking about because I just called them by the color. But you're trying to get the good cube that's worth a lot of 2 points at the end of the game off these rigs. So you're trying to take control, but you're trying to get rid of the Tholin, the red cubes, because they're basically pollution and trash, and you need to make those go away. So you're trying to dump those in the other people's rigs that they control in the core. But then if you have control tokens in the core, you're going to be extracting it back out. So you're trying to figure out a way to get all these red cubes away from where you need to go while getting as many of the clear cubes out as you can to score many points. You're also looking at those planet goals. You're building networks so your drones can travel around cheaply. You're trying to get different rigs into your network, but if you can get multiple of the same color, they'll all fire off. Get your drones down there so they produce extra. So much stuff. You're taking 4 actions in a round. So 5 rounds, 20 actions. You're doing so much stuff in those 5 rounds that it's a lot. It feels like you are like playing one of the heaviest Euros you've ever played. That's the feeling that I get just taking those simple actions that I'm doing on my turn. Placing a pipe or taking a cube from my dropship. That's it. Then you're going to go down the player board, do all that stuff, and it's fantastic. I wish it wasn't a space theme, but that being said, it's still a great game. There's pick up and deliver, which I love. Contract fulfillment, which I love. Network building, which is really fun. Using other people's buildings, messing people over by putting cubes in their buildings. All that kind of thing. Different goals to accomplish. So much replayability. I can't say enough stuff about this. Only thing is, it's so big, and those cubes are different. Not different enough. But I think I can look past the bigness, the monstrousness of the box and the board, because the game is fun, and I can't wait to try this solo and just keep playing it, add in some of the different features, some of the different planets, and just explore more because it's great. So I'm going to give this a BGM accepted seal. This is going to get an 8 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 4 out of 5 wrenches on an arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing, but we like to give it to games we enjoy, and that's what I'm going to do. So that is Titan from Holy Grail Games. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.